Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Learn English podcast. I'm Clara.
And I'm Mark. Today's topic is super interesting and useful for everyone. We're going to talk about boost your brain power with food.
Exactly. We all want better focus, sharper memory, and more energy, right? But sometimes we forget that what we eat directly affects how our brain performs.
That's right. So, today we'll explore which foods can make your brain stronger, improve your mood, and keep your memory in top shape.
And of course, we'll share some practical tips you can use in your daily life. Simple habits that make a big difference.
All right, let's dive into it.
So, Mark, let's start with the basics. Have you ever had one of those days when your brain just refuses to work? Like, you can't focus, you forget simple things, and you feel so sluggish?
Oh, definitely. Usually on Mondays. But seriously, yes. Sometimes after lunch I feel so sleepy that even coffee can't save me.
I think we've all been there. And you know what? A lot of that has to do with what we eat. Food doesn't just fill our stomach, it actually fuels our brain.
That's right. Our brain uses about 20% of the energy our body needs every day, even though it's just a small part of our body weight. So it's like a high-performance engine that needs the right kind of fuel.
Exactly. If we give it junk food, like fried snacks, sugary drinks, or instant noodles, it might satisfy us for a moment, but it won't give lasting energy or mental clarity.
Yes, those foods cause a quick spike in blood sugar, which gives a short burst of energy, but then your energy crashes. That's why we feel tired or moody after eating too much sugar.
On the other hand, when we eat nutrient-rich foods, like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, our brain gets a steady supply of energy. It helps us focus, think clearly, and stay in a good mood.
Exactly. There's also something called the gut-brain connection. Scientists found that the food we eat affects the bacteria in our gut, and that can influence our mood, memory, and even anxiety levels.
Oh, yes, I read about that too. It's amazing. They call the gut our second brain. That's why eating probiotic foods like yogurt, kimchi, or tempeh can help not just your stomach, but your mind as well.
That's a great point. So it's not only about what's in your head, but also what's in your gut.
Exactly. And here's another interesting fact. Studies show that people who eat more fruits, vegetables, and fish tend to perform better in memory and problem-solving tests.
Wow, that makes sense. I remember when I used to skip breakfast in college. I'd always feel foggy during morning classes. Now I understand why.
Right. Breakfast gives your brain glucose, which is the main source of energy. Without it, your brain can't function at full capacity.
So, in short, food doesn't just affect our body shape or weight, it directly affects our brain, our focus, memory, and even emotions.
Exactly. So the next time we feel unfocused or moody, maybe it's not just stress. Maybe it's what we had for lunch.
That's true. Maybe I should start swapping my afternoon donut for some almonds and a banana.
That would be a great start, Mark. Small changes in what we eat can lead to big improvements in how our brain works.
We've talked about how food affects our brain. Now let's get practical. What are the best foods to eat for better focus, memory, and mental performance?
Yes, this is the fun part, the brain superfoods. And the great news is, most of them are easy to find and really delicious.
That's a relief. So what's number one on the list, Clara?
Definitely fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help build and repair brain cells.
I've heard that omega-3s are like brain fuel. They keep your mind sharp and help prevent mental decline as you get older.
Exactly. In fact, about 60% of your brain is made of fat, and half of that is omega 3s. So if you want a smart brain, feed it good fats.
That's amazing. But what if someone doesn't like fish?
Good question. You can still get omega 3s from plant based sources like chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts. You can sprinkle them on yogurt, oatmeal, or even smoothies.
Nice. That's an easy way to start. Now, number 2 on the list, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. They're full of antioxidants.
Yes, antioxidants help protect brain cells from damage caused by stress and aging. Some studies even show that blueberries can delay short term memory loss.
So, basically, the more colorful your plate, the happier your brain?
Exactly. The colors in fruits and vegetables come from phytonutrients, and they're like superheroes for your brain.
Superfoods and superheroes. I like that. What's next?
Next is nuts and seeds, especially walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds. They're packed with vitamin E, which protects brain cells and supports healthy thinking as we age.
I've also read that just a handful of nuts a day can improve cognitive function. Plus, they're great for your heart too.
Yes, heart health and brain health are closely connected. If your heart pumps blood efficiently, your brain gets more oxygen and nutrients.
That makes sense. What about something sweet, like chocolate? Can we eat that for brain health?
Yes, but only dark chocolate, the kind that's at least 70% cocoa. It improves blood flow to the brain and boosts mood because it helps release endorphins and serotonin.
So, dark chocolate makes you smarter and happier? Sign me up.
Just don't eat the whole bar. A few small squares are enough to get the benefits without too much sugar.
Got it. Now, let's not forget green leafy vegetables, like spinach, kale, and broccoli. They're full of vitamins like B, K, and folate, which help protect memory and slow brain aging.
Yes, broccoli is amazing. It has compounds that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two things that can harm your brain.
I also love that these foods aren't expensive. You can easily add them to your daily meals, like having scrambled eggs with spinach or adding broccoli to your noodles.
Exactly. Eating for brain health doesn't have to be complicated or fancy. It's about small, consistent choices.
Oh, and one more drink we should mention, green tea. It's full of antioxidants and a compound called L-theanine that helps you stay focused but calm at the same time.
Yes, I love that combination. Focused but relaxed. That's perfect for studying, working, or even podcast recording.
True. I actually had a cup of green tea before we started recording today.
Smart move, Mark. So to sum it up, fatty fish, berries, nuts, leafy greens, dark chocolate, and green tea. Those are your best friends for a healthy brain.
And they're delicious too. That's the best part.
Absolutely. Up next, we'll talk about how to turn these brain foods into daily habits, because consistency is key. We've covered which foods are good for your brain, but as we always say, it's not just what you eat, it's also how you eat.
Exactly. You can eat all the right foods, but if your daily habits are unhealthy, your brain still won't perform at its best.
Right. So today, let's talk about some daily habits that can really support brain health, starting from the moment you wake up.
Okay, so first habit. Don't skip breakfast. It sounds simple, but a lot of people rush out the door with only coffee or nothing at all.
True. Breakfast gives your brain the glucose it needs to focus and think clearly. When you skip it, your brain can feel foggy, Your mood can drop, and your energy crashes faster.
Exactly. And breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. A bowl of oatmeal with fruits and nuts, or some eggs with whole grain toast. That's enough to get your brain going.
Yes. And speaking of energy, another important habit is staying hydrated. Even mild dehydration can reduce your attention and short term memory.
That's so true. Sometimes when we feel tired or lose focus, we think we need more coffee. But what we really need is water.
Right. The brain is almost 75% water, so it needs hydration to work properly. A simple trick I use is to drink 1 glass of water every time I start a new task.
That's smart. I usually keep a big bottle on my desk so I don't forget.
Perfect. Now, another great daily habit is eating mindfully. Don't rush your meals or eat while scrolling on your phone.
Yes, when you eat mindfully, you chew slowly, enjoy the taste, and notice how food makes you feel. It helps digestion and prevents overeating too.
Exactly. It's also good to plan your meals ahead. If you prepare your own lunch or snacks, you'll be less tempted to grab junk food when you're hungry.
That's a great point. I started doing meal prep recently, cooking on Sundays for the week. It saves time and helps me eat healthier.
Nice! You're becoming quite the chef, Mark.
I try. Another habit that's often overlooked is getting enough sleep. Sleep helps the brain repair itself, organize memories, and recharge.
Yes, and people underestimate how powerful sleep is. Even one night of poor sleep can reduce focus, creativity, and decision making.
Exactly. So, aim for around 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep every night.
And let's not forget physical activity. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, bringing it more oxygen and nutrients.
That's right. You don't need to do intense workouts. Even a 30-minute walk or stretching session can make a difference.
Yes, exercise also releases endorphins, those happy chemicals that reduce stress and improve your mood.
I love that. And here's one more. Take brain breaks during work or study. Our brain can only focus for so long before it needs a rest.
Exactly. After 45 to 60 minutes of focused work, take 5 to 10 minutes to relax. Stand up, stretch, drink water, or look outside. That short pause helps your brain reset.
So, to sum it up, eat regularly, stay hydrated, sleep well, move your body, and give your brain short breaks. These small habits make a big difference over time.
Yes, and they don't just make you smarter, they make you feel better too.
That's the best part. A healthy brain equals a happy life.
Couldn't agree more. In our next segment, we'll share some fun and practical tips on how to apply all of this in real life, even if you're busy.
All right, we've learned so much about brain-healthy foods and daily habits. But now, let's make it real. How can we actually apply all this in our everyday life, especially when we're busy or on a budget?
Yes, because let's be honest, it's easy to know what's good for us, but the challenge is doing it consistently.
Exactly. So, let's share some fun and realistic tips that listeners can start using right away.
All right, tip number 1: start small. You don't have to change your whole diet overnight. Just make 1 or 2 simple swaps.
For example, replace your afternoon chips with a handful of almonds or walnuts. It gives you healthy fats and keeps you full longer.
Yes! Or instead of sugary drinks, try infused water, like water with lemon, cucumber, or mint. It's refreshing and supports brain hydration.
That sounds so good. Okay, tip number 2, plan ahead. We mentioned this earlier, but it's really a game changer.
Totally. If you plan your meals or even your snacks, you'll avoid last minute unhealthy choices. Sunday meal prep, for instance, can save both time and money.
And you can make it fun. Put on your favorite playlist while you cook. Cooking can be relaxing and creative, not just a chore.
I love that. It's also a great way to try new recipes, like making your own smoothie bowls or vegetable wraps.
That brings us to tip number 3. Make it colorful. The more colors you have on your plate, the more nutrients you're getting.
Exactly. Think of your meal like a rainbow: green from spinach, red from tomatoes, orange from carrots, purple from blueberries. Every color helps your brain in a different way.
That's such a fun visual. Okay, tip number 4. Don't eat while distracted.
Yes. Put your phone down and focus on your meal. You'll actually enjoy it more and notice when you're full.
Plus, eating slowly gives your brain time to realize you're satisfied, so you won't overeat.
Right. And here's a bonus: involve your friends or family. Eating healthy together makes it easier and more enjoyable.
That's true. You can do healthy lunch challenges with coworkers or cook a brain-friendly dinner with your family once a week.
Exactly! It becomes part of your lifestyle, not a short-term diet.
Oh, I've got another one. Set reminders to drink water. Sometimes we forget, especially during work or study sessions.
Yes, you can set alarms or use apps that remind you to take water breaks. It's simple but effective.
And let's not forget snack smart. Keep brain foods within reach, like nuts, dark chocolate, or fruit. If healthy options are easy to grab, you'll choose them more often.
Exactly. It's all about making the healthy choice the easy choice.
I love that. And here's my final tip. Celebrate progress, not perfection.
Ah, yes, that's such a good one. You don't have to eat perfectly every day. If you make better choices most of the time, your brain will already thank you.
Exactly. So if you had a burger today, no problem. Just balance it out with a brain-boosting meal tomorrow.
That's realistic advice, Mark.
Hey, life's about balance.
It sure is. So to recap, start small, plan ahead, make meals colorful, eat mindfully, stay hydrated, and celebrate your progress.
Yes, small steps lead to big changes. Your brain will reward you with better focus, memory, and mood.
That's right. And speaking of balance, in our final segment, we'll wrap up everything we've talked about today and give you one last motivation to take care of your brain.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with the closing thoughts.
So, to wrap it up, eat more fish, berries, nuts, and veggies. Drink plenty of water, and avoid too much sugar or processed food.
Exactly. A healthy brain starts in the kitchen.
Thank you for tuning in to Learn English podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow and share it with your friends.
And let us know, what's your favorite brain-boosting food? Leave your answer in the comments below.
Until next time, stay healthy, stay smart, and keep learning English with us.
Bye, everyone.